We looked at it yesterday too when we looked at diabetes. They're now discovering that diabetics are managing their blood sugar levels better on time-restricted eating. That's eating twice in a 24-hour period, 6 hours apart. That's in an 18-hour fast. Now, if someone has breakfast at 6 in the morning, they're going to need to eat about midday, and they might need a little something at night. So if something's eaten at night, and I thank the cooks because they've been feeding us light at night, haven't they? Light at night gives a better sleep. Light at night means it's digested quickly, hopefully digested before you lay down to sleep. So this book, it's called Observations on the Physiology of Digestion by Dr. William Beaumont. This came out in 1844. This is not new news. I think it was the fast food companies that were behind the eating every couple of hours. It didn't make any sense. But what Dr. Beaumont found was that there were 5 things that caused the food to be still in the stomach 8 hours later. One was if Alexis St. Martin overate. You see, only so much food can be broken down. How many people feel like eating an evening meal on the 25th of December? Because usually Christmas dinner is so big and much richer than what people are used to. No one's interested in eating at the night. He discovered that if he ate too much food, there were remnants of the food still there 8 hours later. It's not all the food still there, bits are coming through, but it just takes a while to digest if too much goes in. And this was interesting, if he often ate. So how's that? Dr. Beaumont came to the conclusion that the pyloric sphincter at the end of the stomach, it has sensors. And this is proven by research now. It has sensors. So when the food comes in, that pyloric sphincter doesn't open until the food's broken down to the right state. And then it'll open. So let's say right now, it's not that food doesn't come out for 3.5 hours. It's starting to come out usually after a couple of hours. Little by little by little, the food comes out. And let's say 10 o'clock in the morning, someone has a cookie or a muffin or a sandwich, or maybe they're really healthy and it's an apple and a few nuts. Immediately, pyloric sphincter shuts the gate. Something's just come in, it's not broken down. And it's not until that gets broken down, and remember if it's starch, that's continuing on for another 15 minutes, and then it joins the remnant of breakfast, and then pyloric sphincter will open. And then more goes through. So now we've got, after a couple of hours, we've only got that much left, and then lunch comes in. Oh, pyloric sphincter shuts the gate. And pyloric sphincter won't open until this lunch is broken down to what it should be. And that explains why 8 hours later, if Alexis St. Martin ate every couple of hours, there were still remnants of breakfast in the stomach. Number 3, what was the third that caused the food to be still in the stomach 8 hours later? If he was stressed. If he was stressed, the food delayed digestion. And the only time Alexis St. Martin might be a little stressed would be if he'd had alcohol the night before. Alcohol also delays the digestion. And the last one is large fluid with the meal. Obviously, a mouthful or two is not going to make a difference, but large fluid with the meal dilutes the hydrochloric acid. So what happens now is digestion's put on hold to get that water out, to bring the pH back to an acid pH, and then digestion resumes. And when you think, I know in Australia and I know too in America, aren't they common habits that many partake of?